You're a clumsy interloper and no one trusts you.
Oh.
The only guy pulling for you is dead. And now you're just married to the ex-boss's daughter and she doesn't even like you.
Dang.
Hey, what is up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top, and I am over here at Casa Dang Tank Top, hanging out with my very good friends Dustin and Morgan Drace over there at the Dojo Drace. How you doing over there, Draces?
Man, I'm so excited for Connor that now he can finally have sex.
What?
Because he got married. He's been saving it.
I can see Connor being a weirdo, being like, I'm not having sex till after the election to save my
oh,
essence.
he would do like that weird, like I'm trying to channel my energy and my chi and my whatever the fuck.
No fat February.
No erection election.
No erection till post-election.
That's what he's running over there, possibly. No. And the situation that we're talking about is Succession. We are on season 4. We are on episode 4 right now. I said it before we just fired up. It's the post-Logan Roy era, and a lot of it. Like, we got about 7 episodes of Logan Royless Succession, which has never existed before.
Well,
and
he might be in this one.
Maybe flashbacks.
No, I mean like his dead body.
Carcass.
They're gonna huck him into the mud, in the wet mud. No coffin, please.
Yeah. just gonna be Kendall peeing on him.
If he died tomorrow, no one would shed a tear.
No.
You can't use it because he ain't got no soul, and that was true before he died.
Oh, that's very true.
That was true before he died, and he was being a prick right up until the end. But I think one of the big things about this whole deal is that it's always been about legacy, and I think that also a huge profile of a parent's legacy and effect on their children is like how they leave them after they go, after they die. And there's a couple of things on Big Watch. I think my main thing right now, or at least the one that I'm kind of like the most excited about really keeping an eye on, I'm on Jerry Watch.
Yeah, what's her move? What's her move?
Oh yeah, she's torching some shit.
There was a sense of like kind of perfunctory loyalty and coldness that she had, where she was like, she took some phone calls and she was like, I'm here with the kids. You know what I mean? Like, which is very kind of big of her. I mean, like, she wasn't, ink to paper hadn't been done as far as her fucking firing and shit like that.
Yeah,
and
she was still employed.
She didn't give Roman a hug though.
Right.
But she shouldn't.
That, I don't know. What are you guys looking at? What plate in the air are you guys really watching? Like,
I mean, I guess it's gonna be like, is this gonna be the funeral, or is this just them planning?
Or like, how immediate is this gonna be?
Like, they got to go deal with Mattson and the board. I think that's gonna be a more immediate than the funeral.
But don't you think that they're gonna be like, we're postponing it until after the funeral? Because I feel like you're allowed to do that when someone dies. Right?
Oh, my sweet summer child.
I mean, I guess, but I think Mattson's gonna fucking press him on it.
Succession is all about timing business deals during incredibly heavy and important family events for heightened tension and drama. I think that he probably is they're going to try to probably kind of stave it off a little bit, see if they can kind of recover a touch or whatever. And he's going to be like, oh, no, I want the meeting. Like, I want to stick with this. And I'm here. And now, you guys wanted to renegotiate? Awesome. I'm about to renegotiate for about half of what the fuck it is. And you guys can take it or fucking leave it. And who knows? Maybe they're also in a position where they're like, we can have the whole sandbox to ourselves.
I guess at this point, it depends what the will is.
Yeah.
True. What's the will? Are they
and that's how he really stays in the story too. Like it's just like how he can keep fucking with him. There's that. I mean, like there's a lot of. I will say, I mean, like, as sad as I am to see him go, all of this stuff was shit that I just wasn't truly prepared to kind of think about, and it really makes your fucking mind like there's so many other angles and there's so many things that could kind of happen coming out of this and shit. But I'm ready to get going. You guys ready to go?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Hell yeah. All right, well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us as we go through Succession. We're in season 4 right now. If you guys want to get early and uncut access each and every week before we put them out on YT, and we get like that edit out for the world for free. But if you guys are willing to part with a couple of bucks and help support the channel and get some early and uncut access that no one else in the world gets to see except for our patrons, you can become a part of our Patreon. Because the link's in the top pinned comment or the description below. You click either one of those, it takes you over to our Patreon. You guys pony up $8 at the fucking premium streamium tier, and that gets you early and uncut access to all of our Succession coverage. If you can't do that, you still want to help Sutton, hit us with a like and subscribe, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. We appreciate y'all for hanging out.
Oh
Uh-oh.
boy.
Oh, the fallout, the lovely, awesome feeling fallout. Kieran's at a point with his character where I could literally just watch him like brush his teeth, and I'm kind of snickering about it a little bit.
Right.
Like,
Hi, no problem.
I wanted to discuss your results, and I didn't know, but I thought you would want the chance to be aware of your
results.
Yeah.
Results.
Sure. Okay.
It's a good result.
Okay.
Journey went on with the amniocentesis after what the blood test showed us. Everything looks healthy.
Is she pregnant?
Great. And you're still well? No spotting, no bleeding?
Pregnant.
Pregnant. Oh no.
Am our pregnant?
Could I be pregonate? How do I know if I'm prengan? Can oo bleed while oo are pergert? Can oo down a 20-foot water slide pegnat? What is the best time to sex to become pregnant?
Logan Roy's ghost just shot right into her fetus. That baby's gonna be an asshole.
Okay.
It's like when the queen died and she was reincarnated as Trisha Paytas's baby.
Right, just like that.
It's just like that.
Is it Tom's baby?
I mean,
It could.
I think so.
that night, do you think that they had sex when they were like with the dog?
Hey, phrasing!
And she was saying goodbye and they were lying on the bed together. Do you think like it could have happened that night, like as like final, we're getting divorced sex?
You know a car's expensive when the door opens the other way.
The suicide doors. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm assuming Marcia will be back, right? She was off shopping forever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Boom, boom,
yeah,
right there.
There she is.
Yeah, 'cause they're still technically married, right? She's still on the board and shit, right?
Fucking Carrie's fucking weird ass wasn't on the board.
We spoke every morning and afternoon, so I
Wow.
came as soon as I heard.
Whoa.
It was complicated, but we spoke intimately every evening.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm not a pervert!
Okay,
What are you
Janet.
wearing?
What are you fucking wearing? Phone sex with Logan Roy? Get the fuck out of town.
Hell yeah. Funerals are so fucking awkward.
Death becomes her.
And like, where's Carrie?
Ah,
Where is Gary?
You're like,
In Marcia's trunk.
You know, no. I think I might sue her for making me think of Dad doing phone sex.
we're not perverted. We are not perverted. We are practical. God damn it.
For some of us, it's a sad day, but for others, it's Coronation Demolition Derby.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
There's him with that fucking potent Wygan nut.
Also, wasn't Sarah Snook at the premiere, like the actress is pregnant? I swear on the red carpet she was pregnant, or maybe it just was the suit she was wearing.
Board on the line in, what, an hour to pick a new top dog.
And what's your sense?
Jesus. They're choosing it an hour?
Would anyone care for a look at the china?
Oh, he's like secret meeting with non-children.
Dude, we're fucking doing the shadow council over here.
We get that out there?
No. We don't want it to look like a shit show. You know, it's chaos narratives.
oh, they still don't know he was in on the
It's bad narratives.
who shit.
Any minute, and I talk to Ewan, and he'll have a say. So
You need to get a new mommy, okay? We're not your mommy.
Oh, no.
That's all. Could you maybe...
Right, and if the message we gave was to be, but that the kids are
Screw-ups and dipshits.
Ooh.
well,
What you did in the 90s with cable, huge.
Logan was souring on you.
Well, Logan's not around anymore.
Ooh. Dope.
Damn.
Boop.
Okay, so she's sticking around to possibly just get us a piece of this shit. Okay.
There's a ring. My hat's in. Respectfully.
Well, I would just say, can I frame the question for you? But as a friend. Sure. Just so you
God, this is
be,
gonna be funny.
Yeah.
The negative case would go, you're a clumsy interloper and no one trusts you.
Oh.
The only guy pulling for you is dead. And now you're just married to the ex-boss's daughter and she doesn't even like you.
Dang. Library is open.
Carl is pulling 0 punches.
I mean, blood is in the water. It is in the fucking water.
We can reconfigure in a week or whatever.
Yeah, well, we don't want to lose momentum.
Exactly.
Okay.
They're like,
nor us.
fuck you. Fuck your week.
Do you guys or whoever, one of the old guys you have, be here in 24 hours to do this?
Jesus, cold as ice.
Just died. How would you feel about doing a meet in the U.S.?
Nope.
This is the annual retreat. We can't just...
Fuck, dude.
Oh.
See, right there, it was like, would Logan just pull up stakes and be like, oh, really? Go fuck yourself. Like, call me back in 8 hours if you got, or whatever. I don't know.
Look how far you've come.
Yeah. Well, look at us go, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
We've got a little trip planned out. Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan.
We're gonna eat all the fucking corn dogs. We're gonna eat all the corn dogs and fucking deep fried Oreos.
I'm worried to even say the words, but I would be.
No need to be ashamed. We're family. I will be looking for between 60 and 70 million.
All right. Okay, 63 or...
Done?
Done?
Yeah, done.
Does he have the money though?
I know. We'll check the will.
In my role as executor, I've had passed to me a rather worrying.
Okay, what is this?
Who else knows?
What is it?
As far as I know.
Oh, nice.
Secret love child.
The start goes a little wobbly and the draft takes it away and it gets flushed down a toilet by
Oh
the
my god, what is it? How bad is it?
We're not gonna let the little princess slam things up, right?
Could be anybody.
Jerry's gonna block
The mom?
me. I want my fucking package. I am halfway in on a Greek island with my brother-in-law.
Was it like an unupdated thing that goes to Jerry? Were they talking about?
Undated, apparently. Not even shared with his lawyer or myself, so.
Get an eraser.
I've been worried that this was going to happen for ages. How are you doing?
Since the pilot.
I just found out that my daughter, she happened to sell a bunch of Waystar stock just before the news about your father went dumb.
Oh, insider trading. Oh, she's fucked.
Total.
Did you speak to her on the day? What are the phone records going to say?
I can't.
Dude.
She's going to Martha Stewart jail.
All these rappers on stage, and Martha Stewart has done the most jail time.
Oh my god. I got your little baby bun cooking inside of me. Tom Wagon.
Ken, I just wanted to say, I know there's a lot of water under the bridge, a lot of history, but as far as I am concerned, the big man passing...
Oh, now he's fishing over here. What a fucking little scumbag.
Take back some words, and I'm sorry for your loss, but I want you to know that I'm here to serve. Right here. I like you, Tom. Good luck.
No, he's not the one you need to be currying favor with. You need it to be your fucking wife, dude. Like,
It was suggested that it was your dad's wish that Kendall take over as CEO.
Whoa.
Oh, so he underlined recently?
Underlined or crossed out?
Shit.
That's true. It's so hard.
Or against. It's a matter of fact.
Are you serious?
I mean, it's kind of.
Kidding. Let me see the thing.
I mean, wouldn't you fucking just want him to do it? You guys are the...
Also, if you're crossing it out, you're like crossing it out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fail to go through. So it's an interim position, really.
Sure, I mean, anyone could do that. And since he said, he has said...
I mean, Ken, Sure, man, I get it, but like this thing is old, and you've tried to put him in jail like 12 times since then. So
They have a complicated relationship.
Unknown age. The document isn't essentially moot.
The fact that he
Well, it sure as fucking shit doesn't say Shiv.
Damn.
Ooh, burn.
I think his suggestion was it might be smart tax-wise to just leave him in the Geneva vault.
Jeez Louise.
No one will ever look at them. Fuck rich people, man.
In case it comes out, we wanted you to be aware that you're on a piece of paper.
Oh my God.
Greg's in it.
But you're an addendum of miscellaneous matters in pencil with a question mark.
I want Roman to smell Greg's finger.
Dad may have said maybe the natural conclusion might perhaps be I'd be his number 2.
So did he just write Greg with a question mark?
Is it real, Frank?
I don't know.
My dad wanted me to take over.
At some point.
At some point.
Yeah.
Sometime. He was an old bastard, and he loved you. He loved you.
It's an old bastard.
I do think that he genuinely believes that.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the way that he could. He loved his kids as much as he could.
Y'all are just incapable of having anything like, of keeping anything around like this, but in his way, I suppose.
You got stuff cooking. You seem so well. You really want back in?
Always.
Wow.
He might have been around for 20 more years, so he could rock his grandkids to sleep.
As he was evidently so keen to do.
Well, that's fucked now, isn't it? So.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been on the plane.
But he's always getting on planes.
Right. But
He's
also
on planes constantly.
Yeah.
And my mom is a fucking disaster, and my husband is
a snake.
I sent you all those handwritten notes. And then the first time.
Oh man, he's going for the fucking jugular right here.
Fine. Said I kept asking, do you like this? Do you like this? And you said eventually, I like it all.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
Not that long.
Oh, a while back.
I could just hear Logan saying that fucking shit. Man. Well, there he is. He's got no one to fucking guard.
His best friend.
It's like a dog without its person.
Oh, come on.
He's keeping it casual, though. He's got the jeans on with the jacket. Nice.
The Secret Service are conducting a sweep. Jared Minkin is en route.
I'm not sure that
Jesus.
I want that.
No, the guy that they backed for president. Who
Yeah, isn't he like the Nazi guy?
They backed like a DeSanta Trump guy, you know.
He was a man of humility, grace, dignity.
Who died fishing his iPhone from a clogged
In public.
He did not.
Wow.
No. Man lives on Wonder Bread and steak frites. He hadn't had his shit for 20 years.
Oh, jeez.
Tywin Lannister, baby. Dang, you've given us all the tea.
He was there. I mean, he was, yeah.
He molded the country like clay in his hand and made it into something beautiful.
Into the shape of a dick.
Oh my god.
Everything all right?
Yep.
Oh dear. Yes. Look who's.
Oh.
Greg, she's literally like maybe one rung underneath you, dude. Like.
I just need to go up, so
Please.
thank you.
No, not upstairs. I don't want her up.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh my god.
This is very another suitcase and another haul of her.
Sorry, I don't know if I have your private number. Can you send that to me?
Oh gosh.
Oh god. Here come the waterworks.
She's the only one really losing her shit.
Yeah, she's the only one that seems to feel bad, you know?
That's always nice to hear.
We're calling her a taxi to the subway so that she can go home to her little apartment.
A taxi to the subway, not to her.
Please tell Carrie in the subway. I want her to know it was me.
Because I heard he saw your Pierce business plan and choke laughing.
Oh my god, Dick!
Whoa.
But this is kind of their relationship, you know.
Oh.
Oh, it's his best friend.
Come on. It's alright.
His best friend who would stab him in the back 25 times in a row and then take him to dinner later.
Yeah.
There's a piece of paper with me on it that Dad said it should be me.
Oh, he wants it to leak in there.
I mean, you gotta tell everyone.
And also,
Can you stop ignoring me, please? For fuck's sake, huh? Come on, please. Let's talk about it.
I mean, facts.
We got some.
On.
Oh, really?
Do you mind?
Oh.
Every time.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit. Have we become like the biggest Connor stands over here? I think we have.
I feel protective of that little freaky deaky.
And I was very close with Dad. We had a number of communications that you were aware of, and some that
he's gonna let it
slip
slip
at the time, but you were not. And yeah,
Mm.
it doesn't feel good, right?
Fucking dry and clean and tough.
And I don't? Yeah, I look too teary-eyed and mascara streaked and like I might fucking faint.
Well, when you're the empire of this particular type of media corporation,
Starts to look flaky.
I did the strategic review.
That was Daddy McWork.
Whoa.
2 is cool, but 3 is...
You guys want to talk?
Ready?
Oh boy, here we go.
It's like the worst day on top of like the worst day. Like,
Yeah.
It's compounded. It's compounded shit. It's like, you know.
When was the last time you spoke with your dad?
Like 48 hours ago.
And how'd that go?
You called him a cunt.
It went well.
You've lost Logan, and for his faults, he was the founder. Ken and Roman. I think a Roy at Royco works.
There must always be a Roy in Royco.
Ken and Rome step up from COO. Let's draft it. You go right now.
No, jeez.
Yeah, ha. Shut the fuck up and stop laughing. It's not a comedy night.
Oh no, Shiv. Oh gosh.
You guys finally got it. This is like Danny gets to touch the throne, but now what the fuck are they gonna do? You know?
And you're gonna follow what Logan Roy did to the letter.
Or there's a more complex, more fresh start.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
We say that he was losing his focus towards the end.
Okay.
Ooh, so it's like, do we lionize him or do we burn him?
No.
Connor's actually right, where it's like,
Yeah.
The people around him have been making the big decisions. His kids have been pulling the strings. I mean, we could go as far as you like.
damn.
Jeez.
Honestly, he would have respected it.
You burn me to the fucking ground when you have the chance. Like he'd be all about it.
Go to physical and verbal abuse, the Carrie situation.
Okay, whoa, that's all right.
Ken was down.
I
He was down as fuck. He never got to beat him. You know what I mean? And it's like one little opportunity to like beat him, kind of, in a certain sense, I wonder. He took a fucking... Ooh.
Yeah, he's like, is that a cross out or an underline? It could be either.
We kept saying he was just gonna, fuck him for the grave, and he surely is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this one is kind of done a little less, like... I think I was thinking more intentionally with a will, but this is like this question mark that makes it even worse in a certain sense, you know? He's like, I want you to keep going with that.
You know the stuff.
What stuff?
The bad dad stuff.
He's like fucking rock and roll with it.
Can I get a sign off from Carolina and Roman?
Dude.
Nope.
Down low.
Oh my god.
Just
Get on it.
He's being a killer.
They're playing the music too and shit like that. Like, oh god.
Unless you want me to pull out the strap on.
Oh, because he has fuck.
Yeah.
Kendall.
Yeah.
Hey.
Kendall.
Hey. That was a Roy move.
Making his dad proud and angry from the burning in hell, wherever he is.
You know, like, it's just people talking, but I was like, when they're like, even like when they're talking about like, there is a piece of paper, and we're just like, what? And we're just like, like, you know what I mean?
And
Like,
there's
it's
just
like,
Greg ? Why did you write that?
that's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good.
That's pretty great. Well, clearly you wanted me to be number 2. Yeah, Frank just like busts out, just like not even. He's like, what?
Again, like we talked about it before, but it's like they kind of it's especially like in the current, you know, kind of hyper connected age of sort of like finding out about stuff, and then they're kind of doing the other thing where you're standing around in front of a bunch of people that you kind of don't exactly know what to say about, but you compound that with a Logan Roy, we got to get a deal done. Cool to see Marcia again. That was kind of wild. And I love the fact that we were affirmed. People call us perverted and weird and shit like that all the time, and we are. But like, it was like, you know, there was a phone sex gag in there or whatever the fuck it was. Very intimately. She said, she made it a point to say intimately. You know what I mean? Like, you think she listened to him fucking Carrie?
Maybe. We don't know what that lady was up to. She was banging like a monster. It's like when I found out like Jerry Hall married Rupert Murdoch. I'm like, okay, now you're always sus.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what your deal is. You're some sort of, I don't know what kind of evil you are, but you're some kind of evil.
I mean, yeah.
Like, if you're fucking the worst person ever.
I get the rock star stuff, but at a certain point, you're just like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she was younger and it was Mick Jagger. That's a little bit more understandable too.
Sure. Like, that makes perfect sense.
This old gargoyle.
Yeah, like, no, because Jack can still, like, move around and stuff like that. He's probably got an old, like, withered, floppy cock with, like, a face like fucking Clint, you know, Eastwood or something like that, you know? Like, I guess it makes sense that Carrie would stay, you know? I think we were all sort of wondering what's the Carrie, or the Jerry of it. Sorry, Jerry. That was actually interesting enough that, like, I've always felt, like, particularly distant from Carrie. We'll go back to that real quick. But I've always felt kind of particularly distant about Carrie. Didn't really like her. I felt like one of the kids probably felt like watching her do her thing. And then this was, like, the only scene where I kind of felt a little bad for her.
Yeah. Even, like, Roman. It was, like, the most earnest Roman had been.
Yeah, right. And I think, other than the fact, like, I know she's like, he had a piece of paper, he was going to do some stuff. And I know it's an angle, but it was a little, I felt a little bad for her in that moment.
Roman is so used to being the punching bag of the family.
Yeah.
That it's like, when he saw somebody else being like the punching bag, he like immediately
with
and I'm
Greg
just
like
I know.
He was such an asshole this fucking episode.
Greg is he's no longer innocent.
I'm not no longer Team Greg.
No. At least Tom gives you the tea.
Yeah.
Like, he's a terrible person that will also drop all the gossip. Greg is like unconnected, has no stories.
Yeah, at least Tom uses lube. You know, like that's
to kiss your butt.
You know, like that's kind of the move.
The lube like, Tom Wam over there, lube man from a butt.
But then I also had a sick thought because I'm like, yeah, Roman is just so fucking twisted and sad and dark that I'm like, is he gonna end up? He's like, give me your number, Carrie. I'm like, Roman.
No. Jesus. Okay.
There was a kind of like it was an earnest interaction between the two. He's the only one who stooped down on the ground to like gather her things.
Yeah.
I could see them being like him actually giving her his number, thinking it's like not thinking he's going to do what he's going to do, but it's Roman, and Roman is a very fucked up person.
Yeah.
Well, no, and also it's like it was a constant fucking joke all the time, them joking how he wanted to actually have sex with his mom. And then he has this other powerful kind of woman in his life that he kind of becomes, you know, like sort of the whole, you know, kind of like taken with and stuff like that with Jerry. And then now there's a fucking opening and Carrie will jump on that shit.
And to see, and he himself, he's like, I pre-grieved, like so shut down. And like to see somebody actually cracking up over the death of his father.
Yeah.
I could see him being like, this is actually like a real human moment in like these ghouls, like this den of ghouls. Like, the side chick is the only one who's like, and sure, it might be like her crying over the loss of her like life plans that she had, but it's still like somebody having a shit day. And he's like, wow, at least someone else is not having, because everyone else is having a grand time. People are either gloating or they're scrambling for the crumbs.
This one was dope in the way that they're mixing these kind of awkward, perfunctory grievance like conversations that you have with people, and you got to have them a million times, you know, with a bunch of people, some of who you know, some of you don't. You feel bad because you can't give the proper amount of time to people that you really kind of care and are close to with, and then you have to, but then you also are just like, you're inundated with a bunch of people who you have no fucking idea who they were and who they were to the person. Like you like you got to be introduced to the reason that to the reason why they're there as well and shit, and be cool with them and stuff, and that can also be very rewarding. But slapped on top of this is this business thing, and I think the best example of that was when Tom was really kind of breaking it down and really trying to soften Shiv.
Yeah.
Can I be kind to you? It was a great performance from that actor, from Mr. Darcy. I can't remember his fucking name right off the top of my head. but it was phenomenal. It was probably the best, like, is this real? Is this not? I know it's not, but it feels real. And that was like, all different shades of that throughout this whole episode.
Jeez.
Man, the phone call from the other side, like when they're just like, but it's the retreat. Yeah, we know. It was like that whole phone call was like, oh no, we feel for you. Real bad deal. But, you know, like it's just like...
We called it, though. We called it. We were just like, he is not going to lift a fucking Swedish Skarsgardian finger to fucking... to do this at all. Especially because they were just trying to fuck with him. They were just trying to bleed him out for another couple $100 million. Like,
well, you remember when that thing was, that thing, like, everybody, like, was mad at Swedes for like a week because it came out like, oh, culturally, like it's a thing that when you were a kid in Sweden, if you're over your friend's house and like they're like, oh, we're having dinner, like they would just leave you alone and not invite you to dinner. Like they would never feed you, but they would expect you to like hang out in the house, like, and it's a very Swedish thing to like, if they're having dinner, it's like not for you, you're a guest, you can hang out in the other room, but you have to wait while we eat dinner.
That is so fucked.
Where every other culture is like, no, you give love through food. You share your food.
You share
That's
your
like
table. You know,
and the Swedes are like, what?
That Full Metal saying, like, you know, like food tastes better with a full table or whatever it is.
And like the Swedes are like, no.
Yeah, and also no. I mean, like the Swedes are secret dickheads. Like they're awesome and they got great healthcare or whatever it is. But like only relatively recently we're just like, yeah, so like we kind of had to just sort of quietly stop doing eugenics.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like where they're just like, oh, the baby's ugly, cool, let's put it out on the fucking bear eating rock or whatever the fucking.
No, they
Why
didn't.
are they so fucking beautiful and
I know, they are very
perfect?
beautiful.
Why? What the fuck is Midsummer about? That was what was so impressive about this episode, was like the tap dance between the different hats that everybody's wearing and what is and isn't, you know, what, like it's almost like if you kind of try to kind of like emotionally connect with me, it's going to make me trust you less.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know, it's like a Logan Roy boot camp. You know what I mean?
For fucked up world they're in,
that
man.
shit, you know, and so I mean, like, you know, and Shiv is pissed.
I felt like, and she was like,
she probably had did she have the worst time? Was this like the worst?
Yeah, because
for her all over, kind of.
I mean,
her and
it was
Tom,
probably,
kind of.
Yeah, she has this like, yes, and that's why I'm wondering, are they gonna end up teaming up together? Back in
she
this
was
toxic
so cold to
stew.
him because she's not into the fact that this is happening, but she's absolutely super cold to him because she almost doesn't want to like admit that I don't know, to pull a Clinton and just be like, this is just better that as with us as a power thing.
Yeah, we're just we work together because we're each other's allies and everyone else is out to get us. Mm-hmm. And
well, yeah, let's be horrible together.
Yeah,
we're gonna have little baby Logan Jr.
And that spirit is flying straight into that child.
Oh, that child, as he flew out of that plane right up her hoo-ha.
She finally got to achieve a Roman's dream, having sex with her father.
He got there quicker than Roman did.
I wonder if they're gonna do the I wonder if the storyline they're gonna go with, like, I could see a storyline where it was like they're trying to get this like fascist guy elected president, and like, what if it's really close and he doesn't get to be president, and then Kendall's like, oh well, let's do it. They stole it. Let's spin that every day, 24 hours a day, and they do September 6th, or not September, January 6th, and it ends up the downfall of the network of Royco Waystar. Like, it starts the ball rolling, much like how Fox News is like even losing its base because it's not crazy enough.
It's not crazy. It's like not crazy enough, but it also is beholden to like one of the biggest fucking like, slander, like, suits like in history. And
yeah, because I feel like Fox News is on this weird downward thing ever since Trump, just because like they can't have it both ways. They're not crazy enough for the crazies.
Now that we have a completely bug fuck nuts like not tethered to reality and criminal president, we also implicate ourselves.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of wondering if they're going to go there, or they're going to try and keep it its own. Maybe that's a little too ripped from the headlines for this show, but they do a little bit of rip from them. They dabble.
If we knew for a fact, and this would be ballsy, but if we knew for a fact that they were going to do like one more season, right?
Yeah, that would
then they might be able to go for it.
Fucking up his company.
They might be able to go for it. It's a lot, and just knowing that, like, this is HBO, and they kind of know a little bit better, especially this type of show. Like, they really know how to like slowly and kind of organically kind of sow the seeds of those story elements like into something that feels like organic and something that feels dramatically real. Like, whereas sometimes some shows, I don't know, like, because
our actual reality doesn't feel real. So I don't even know if you did it in a show, it'd be like,
we've spent almost no time from the audience perspective, so we really like beyond like Carrie's audition tape, like we really haven't watched too much. That one episode had a little bit of the newsroom, but other than that,
maybe more so, I felt like we might have. If they were to kind of employ that a little bit, Morgan, because I do think because I love the thread.
Well, because that speech that Logan Roy did, that was based on a Rupert Murdoch. Actually did that.
Right. I think as far as the guy that they have, like, and what he represents and kind of what he wants to do and shit like that, I feel like we would have seeded him a little bit more into the story before, because we haven't seen him on the news, they haven't like addressed like, well, yeah, he's really riling people up in a really weird way, like they kind of haven't fed it just as far as what they absolutely could, but I mean, and it'd be
more realistically, again, it might end with him getting the presidency and then being like, we won, and then they're all just kind of depressed, like, we won, like
the tail's wagging the dog and all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. I think they're gonna touch on it for sure. I just think
because they keep talking about this election. They're like, it's the deal. And it's the election.
No. I think they're going to deal with the election. I think it's just going to be. They'll probably curb it a little bit as far as the prospect of backing this guy. Like of them. Maybe the only deal with a devil bigger than doing a deal with Logan is doing a deal with the dark part of the American character.
Yeah,
because you do a deal with that motherfucker, and that is one of the darkest, most violent fucking things, and like and ceaselessly kind of can keep going and kind of
or doing a deal with Marcia. Don't want to do that either.
She was. I mean, it was cool to see her. That was a crazy scene, ice cold.
Oh,
tell
she
Carrie
got her revenge.
I wanted to know it was me. I mean, it was that energy.
It's the taxi to the subway.
Yeah. That was bad, and also just like fucking over Connor, like that was unnecessary.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I was selling him the apartment. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like not even like cutting him a break, just like, oh, I'm gonna need this. Like she knew that number immediately.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's like, as soon as any one of these fucking morons, rocks this shit, because she didn't really. have a lot of affection for them and vice versa and shit, you know, like after what was like just a big fucking blood pressure spike of an episode last time. This one was a lot more sober, but it was juicy. It was really, really fucking.
But we got who won? Who won the Game of Thrones? Not necessarily forever, but like this episode,
they pull Papa Palpatine. They just be like, I'm like kind of I've been elected to be chancellor, and like I'm just gonna kind of stay, which is like how a lot of fucking coups happen and shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know, a lot of interesting shit, a lot of cool stuff. I mean, the show's it's if they can kind of keep this up, this will be a really, really strong finish. You know what I mean? For this and everything like that. So I don't know. Excited. Definitely excited to see what the fuck's happening. If you guys are excited and you guys are digging like these Succession reactions over here and you guys are enjoying the show and stuff and you guys want to get a gander at our reactions before we put them up on YT and you want to see everything. You want to see like if for some reason we have some mishap and you guys think that we were talking over a part of the show which we weren't actually talking over and shit like that and you want to know, you want to be in the know, you want to be in that inner circle, you want to be at that Patreon board meeting over there in the closed doors. That's where all the Patreons are. That's where they are over there because you can do that by becoming a part of our Patreon. Clicking one of the links in the top pinned comment or the description below takes you over to our Patreon. You pony up $8. Only $8. It's like, well, that's a deal.
It's a deal.
We're not asking $8 million. We're not asking 800,000. We're not asking $80. We're asking $8. And that's all you do.
And I spent at Dunkin' Donuts this morning to get a cup of coffee and an egg and cheese sandwich.
Ooh.
And then that's it. $8, right? You do that, you get a full fucking month's worth of Succession coverage, of a bunch of exclusive stuff that we also have over there, a bunch of other shows.
And I only ate once, right? Just once.
So I mean, like, I think it's a pretty damn good
deal.
Exactly. And so we hope that you guys consider doing that. I mean, like, you get this stuff full and uncut before anybody else in the world gets to check it out. But if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, then you can hit us with a like and a subscribe because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts to ring the bell thingy, all that good stuff. Looking very forward to next week, as I am for every episode of the show. We hope that you guys are doing the same, and we appreciate y'all for stopping by, and we'll check y'all later.